Hello everyone. I'm here. I know I'm a couple of seconds late. Just getting myself a drink. Apologies for that. Right, give us one moment. I'm just gonna plug myself into the production team, i.e. people on the other end of the internet helping me along tonight. Hope everybody is well. Let's see how many we've got. Oh, we've got 47 people in already. Wow, okay, that's amazing. Right, okay. So, just to let everybody know, hang on, let me just pour my drink here. We're very professional here tonight, you can probably imagine. Okay. What we're going to do for the next 30 minutes, or 28 minutes, whatever the timer now tells us, is I'm going to put that down there, otherwise I'm going to spill it. We're going to spend some time just getting people set up, make sure everybody knows how things are going to work, anybody who's struggling technically to get things rolling. We have actually spent the last 2 days testing out the best way to play this quiz, so we'll give you a rundown with the help of Aaron, who is your regular host, and if we do another one of these, he'll be far better at it than me, I promise. Aaron is actually moderating the chat, so if you've got any technical questions that you want to ask, feel free to put them in the chat. If I'm doing that, by the way, it's because the chat is in my eye line over there, and he will actually help you along in getting yourselves set up. Likewise, if you want to let me know that you're here, I'll give you a shout out as best I can. For example, Adam and Charlotte are there in London, in Cricklewood. Hello there. So yeah, we can get you set up. So anybody who's come on now, I'm going to apologise in advance. Probably for the next 20 odd minutes, I'm going to repeat quite a few things. So, how's the best way to get set up? What we're going to do is a fully interactive quiz, as much as you want it to be. As in, we have actually got an answer sheet that will be marked remotely by our quizmaster John, who's in the background there. And what he's going to do is, as the questions go along on that link that we've got in the description below, the tiny URL, if you click on that, or you haven't done so already, that will take you to WikiQuiz. And what you can do there is register yourselves to play tonight. What that will then do, once you've filled in the form with your name and your email, it will then send you an email to your inbox. You're to open that email, and some of you need to double check that it's maybe in your spam folder. Open the email up and it will redirect you back to the WikiQuiz website, which will present you with a link that says, welcome to the quiz, and it should at the moment give you a countdown as to when we're starting, which will be at 8 o'clock. Now there's nothing there for you to see right now. We've already had a few questions from people saying, I can't see the questions, what do I do, am I doing anything at all? No, you're fine, you've done as much as you need to at this stage. What we will do at 8 o'clock is we will ask you to refresh your page. Now, I've even had phone calls from certain family members asking me, how do I refresh? We're not going to go into that level of technical detail for you. If you don't know how to refresh, find somebody who can tell you, or maybe ask it in the group chat and maybe somebody else can help you. But at 8 o'clock on your iPads, your tablets, your mobile phone, whatever device you're using to play the quiz as an answer sheet, you will be asked to refresh that page. And what that will then do is bring up the boxes that will allow you to fill in the questions to the 50 questions that we're asking you tonight. As we go through each of them, they'll be marked along the way by John, our quizmaster. So there'll be no need for you to double check or have somebody next to you fill all those answers in, go swapping and all that. It will all be done for you, okay? Something else to point out to you as well is, because you want to basically watch the quiz and fill in the answer sheet, what you are best doing is effectively using two devices. So the best way we've said that you can watch it is through YouTube. Now, to get to the YouTube channel that we've got set up for this, you can actually go to the website on your, I'm typing the web address, www.quizzer.tv, and that should redirect you to the YouTube page where you will see the live stream of what you're watching right now. Now you can then put that on an iPad, you can then even cast it to your television for those of you who know how to. If you've got a Chromecast or a smart telly, you can actually put us on your big screen in your living room, as I've just suggested to somebody else a moment ago, before I came on air. And that way, you've got your hands free to use a separate device, like your phone or your tablet, to fill in the answer sheet. So I hope that's clear. We are also on Twitch as well. So for those of you who are gamers, or for those people who may not be know what Twitch is another streaming service that is predominantly aimed at gamers, but we are on Twitch as well under the Just Chatting section, and you can find us again on the Twitch link that's there below. That also will provide you with the ability to cast the live stream from Twitch onto your smart device. So hoping that is clear for everybody there. We're on Facebook, where I think most people are coming from at the moment. So you can watch us on Facebook, you can stream it there. So if you just want to have the stream open at Facebook and another device, as I say, to fill in, absolutely, go for it. You can as well put Facebook on the big telly, but in my experience, Facebook isn't as perfect as it should be for showing you a big screen version of what it is that you're watching right now. So that's me ranting effectively the best way to play. So I'll probably, where are we? 22. I will be repeating that again, probably in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so let's see who we've got, how many we've got. So we've got 76 people currently watching at the moment. Just so you're aware, we've got, I think, in fact, let me just ask, guys, how many people have we got registered to play on the answer sheet? Over 400 people. That's amazing. 407 to be exact. There we go. So really, really good thing. Now, there are no prizes. We did just set this up for fun. So I don't want anybody thinking there's a grand prize. What we can do though, is we can certainly, after the fact, once the stream is finished, post to our Facebook page, which is Quizzer.tv, the leaderboard of the top 10. So if you're going to win anything, you can win the glory of having your name and lights posted to a leaderboard that we will put on after the stream is finished. Good opportunity as well to tell you, if you haven't done so already, please do like our page on Facebook, which I've said is Quizzer.tv, and ideally, if you could do now to bump up on numbers even more, just give us a share. So like the page, share the page, and share the stream. That would be brilliant. As we've said, it's just for fun, and as many people taking part will be fantastic. Okay. Okay. So just to give you a bit of an idea, as I've just been told again. So the answer sheet. At the moment, if you log into the answer sheet or the link we've given you to play, at the moment there's nothing really for you to see other than welcome to the quiz, with the countdown to tell you when the quiz is starting. As we just said a moment ago, the quiz is actually going to start at 8 o'clock, and it's at that point we will ask you to refresh your page through your tablet, your iPhone, or whatever device it is that you're using. Now, when you refresh the page at 8 o'clock, or just shortly after, seconds after, that's when you'll then be presented with the text boxes for the answer sheet. Some people have even been asking us, where are the questions? I can't see the questions. Like any normal quiz, we're not going to show you what those questions are in advance of you playing the quiz, but we will read them out one by one. Another good thing to tell you as well, just so if people are concerned about, dare I say it, cheaters, we are actually going to have a situation where we'll read the question out for you, give you a bit of a pause, we'll then read it a second time for you, and then we will give you a minute to provide your answer. Now, the quiz is quite straightforward. Even I'm going to say that I'm not the best at quizzes myself, so it is interactive and it's fun for everybody. So I don't want anybody thinking it's mega hard. Granted, there are some questions in there that people might struggle with, otherwise it wouldn't be much fun. But we'll give you a good minute after it's been read out a second time to answer the question. Now, once that minute is over, we will then have John lock that question in the background, which means you can't go back and change your answer, which also means you can't go back and start Googling the answer. Okay, it's not a foolproof system, but it is something that will hopefully give us a bit more credibility in those people who are doing quite well, and then when you do actually score and you are actually in the top 10 or maybe the winner, be safe in the knowledge that we've tried to cover as many bases as we can to make sure that people don't actually cheat. Okay, so let's have a look at the quiz. So we've got the hellos here. Emma McGinn. Hello, Emma. She lives next door. There we go. Hello. Can the whole McGinn family have a shout out? Okay. And Sophia. Oh yes. Okay. Well, hello, the McGinn family. How are you doing? Welcome. Who else have we got? Pokemon Henry. I'll go get another device. Haha, thank you. Yeah, great. So, as we just said, the best way to play this is to go and get yourself another device so you can actually play the answer sheet in your hand whilst you're watching it on another device. Okay, great. Let me just have a look at the screen here. I'm just using my iPad. That's McLaren Guide 22. I pay for a YouTube monthly subscription, okay, as I do, so that's monthly YouTube Premium. So although I can't watch and write the answers down simultaneously, I can always hear the questions. I should be okay. Great point that actually, I didn't think of that until you said it. Yes, so for those of you who do, and believe it or not, some of us do, myself, McLaren Guide 22, pay for YouTube, which gives you the ability to actually close down the video and have the audio on in the background so you can actually multitask the apps. Yeah. Guess what? If you don't and you close it, you probably know you can't hear the audio either. So that's a great point. Dave Lewis, hello. Thank you for joining us. We've got 105 people now watching us on the stream. As we've said, we've got over 400 people playing with us tonight. Fingers crossed. About 15 minutes or so to go. So more than likely those people are getting themselves ready with their drinks, their snacks. Please, I do encourage you, go and do that. Talking of which, breaks, 50 questions. 50 questions might seem like a lot, and I certainly will do my best to work my way through them as quickly or as efficiently as I can without actually boring you to death. But we will have some breaks, okay? So we've got, in fact, let me just double check with the guys. The breaks that we're going to have, guys, are they going to be, okay, so after 15 questions, we'll have a break. Then after another 20 questions, we'll have a break, and then we'll do the last 5 on their own as well. So that just gives you an idea. And break-wise, we'll make it 2 or 3 minutes, give me a chance, give you a chance to go and recharge your drinks and go for a wee. Dave Tutzel, hello. Will the questions appear on the quiz page, or do we need to keep the sound on? Dave, what we are probably thinking is that we will read the questions out, and you'll be able to listen to what we're saying. But no, they won't actually appear on the answer sheet. The answer sheet is there purely just for you to fill in the text box, the answer to that question. Okay, but we've got the guys here, we've got Aaron here moderating the chat, so if there is a situation within that period where we are still asking the question and we haven't locked down the answer, and you want to know what that question was again, type it in the chat and we can then hopefully get that posted for you. But if you're gonna try and win this quiz, the best thing you can do, as though it sounds a bit patronising, is concentrate. Those of you who have just casually got us on in the background and casually filling it in, if you're not concentrating, you might find you missed something. So yeah, but good point, well made. Jake, can I collect the booby prize now for coming last? Great point, mate. Yeah, I tell you what, those come last. If it's you, mate, I'll make sure that your name is put up in lights. Kareen, can the Kareen family have a shout out, please, Gareth? There you go, shout out for you guys. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Hi from Rosie, Lee, and Tracy. Hello, Rosie. Jen, hey girlies. I see Jen is actually talking to her other friends within the chat. Fair enough. Who am I to argue that? Jake, that was from Sammy J. Yes, I imagine Sammy J's not going to do too well tonight, a friend of mine. So, yeah, it's a taking part that counts. That's what you should be telling yourself. Mark Ellis, I'm in the Wirral. No, Mark, you're not in the Wirral, you're on the Wirral. I'm constantly correcting people on the BBC from my armchair when they say that. I say on the Wirral, you might say in the Wirral. I think it's on the Wirral, but there we go. Olivia, where's Monty? Exclamation marks. He's not here, but he is outside the door, waiting to come in. Monty is my cat, by the way, guys. So I'm not gonna. Well, I'm gonna tell you now. If I open that door, he's gonna come bursting in. Okay, so you can probably expect Monty to take my chair at our first break after the first 15 questions. Okay, so yeah, that's who that is. Shout out to the crazy Castros in the North Wales. Whoop whoop. Hello there. Welcome, Liz, and everybody there over the crazy Castros in North Wales. So as far as I know right now, we've actually got people in, or the furthest away that I know of is people in London. That's Adam and Charlotte in Cricklewood in London. Anybody else who's even further afield from that? Have we got anybody who's even, dare I say it, out of the country? So if you are, feel free to let me know. Chris Deacon on the Wirral thing, thumbs up. Yeah, I think you know that is on the Wirral. Of course, I have no idea of verifying if you are or you're not in the UK. So if you are somewhere extravagant, who am I to argue where you are? So we've now got a few more people. So yeah, let's see who the furthest ones away are. So Clive, hello Clive. Hi Gareth from Clive, Nicola, Freya, Emma, brackets aka Tracy Turnbull. Oh yes, of course. So this is a group of people that I know that were supposed to be performing Hairspray the musical tonight. Unfortunately, we couldn't see them go ahead with that one there, but fingers crossed that can happen again in September. Mark on the Wirral then. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you've agreed. You're not very argumentative. I was expecting you to start having a heated debate about that. Sheila O'Brien, South Coast. Brilliant. Hello. Welcome, Sheila. You've made it. I know that you're having some issues trying to log in before, but fantastic you've actually been able to join us here tonight. Let's have a look. Philip Aston here from Devon. Oh, okay. So there we go, Phil. Phil's currently in the lead, I think. Oh, hang on. But right below you, I'm about 2 miles away from Stonehenge. Now, my geography is terrible. There we go. And you tell me Devon is further away than Stonehenge. So there we go. Phil currently in the lead there for where you're at. But then I think he might get trumped here by Jen, who's telling us, haha, the Isle of Man isn't part of the UK. So I count as being out of the country. Now, if we're going to go by distance to where I am, is that further away than Devon? No, it's not, but it is in another country apparently. So there we go. Right. Yeah, so let's give you an idea about some of the type of questions that we're going to be asking. Feel free to put the answer down in the group chat there. So one of the questions that we asked on one of the test streams of the night was, what number is also the middle name of David and Victoria Beckham's daughter, Harper? There we go. So see if you can give me the answer to that one there. So give it again. What number is also the middle name of David and Victoria Beckham's daughter, Harper? Okay, so this is just a warm-up question. So those of you literally just jumped in right now, don't panic. We've still got a good 10 minutes to go, something like that, yeah? How's the timer going, by the way? Is that still working? I have no idea whether I can see it or not. So we're around about 10 minutes to go. Okay, great. And now I've been told in the chat, in my ear, if I could just undo another button on my shirt. The answer is no. No, it's not. Although, as we could maybe progress to this and as I finish this drink and finish the bottle that's down here, if I go for a break, maybe switch it to another drink, who knows, it could all kick off here. But, here we go. Some people are bringing in the answers to that last question. You are indeed correct. The answer was 7 for that one there. So, well done to those people. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Okay. Emma, we are the furthest away. You absolutely are the furthest away. You were about 20 metres away from me, technically through a wall. Hi from the Commodores members. Hello everyone, the Commodores. Hello, how are you? Oh wow, and you've managed to put a rainbow emoji in that there. I didn't know you could even do that in the live chat. That's amazing. Hello guys, hopefully some of the Commodore dance troupe there are actually in with us at the moment. Great. Okay, we've got someone here from the very exotic location of Costa del New Brighton. Welcome. Thank you very much, Janet, for joining us. Sam, you're here with the fam in Peterborough. Brilliant. Okay. Playing as Dobby Sock. Oh, Dobby Sock. Okay. So great. And she's missing all of her theatre friends. So there we go. So if we get a Dobby's sock coming in the top 10. That is Sam, who's just revealed herself there. Okay. So, let's get some messages. Okay, there we go. So I've just been given some information, a bit about a landmark for the website that we're using. We have now got over 425 people registered to play tonight, which apparently is the most people that have ever played on wikiquiz.org at any one time. Excuse me. So there we go. Yeah, I'm being told not to mess it up. Okay. We have a look here. Fraser Lee's available Kent. Was it Arable Kent's over here? Are you in Kent? I'm not sure I could read that properly there. There we go. Vicky, say hi to Erin, please. Hello, Erin. Welcome. Just to let you know, Erin, that the quiz is it's not mega hard, it's not mega easy, but I think a girl of your education and intelligence is definitely going to be able to answer these questions tonight. Some people have actually asked me as well, is it suitable for kids or is it suitable for family? Yes, it is. I'm not going to lie to you, about 2 hours ago, before we reviewed the questions, it possibly wasn't. There were some in there that were questioned as to whether they were suitable, but we've vetted them as best we can, so it should be more than fun for anybody. But of course, if you've got a toddler and it's now, 6 minutes to 8, no, it's not suitable for them. They should be in bed. Why are they even up at this time of night? Andy, you want a booster seat, Gaz? Fantastic, Andy. I was waiting to see who'd be the first one to burn me, and it's only taken you, 24 minutes to do it. I'm sure that's going to carry on. And the person directly below you commenting is Chloe. Well done, Gareth and the team. And we'll have these. Yeah, here we go. Welcome, Gareth, and all the hard work, the team bringing this together for the lockdown. Thank you, Chloe. That's a nice thing that she said there, but let's just not forget that she's probably going to absolutely burn me later on in the chat. Sheila, do you take bribes? I certainly do. If you want to, send me your cash, I'm more than happy to receive bribes in any form of payment, PayPal, Bitcoin, bank account, you name it. Are there subtitles for Gareth's accent? There we go. You see, it took one person to actually turn around and say something as an insult, and now they're all flooding in. There we go. Stop ignoring us, Gareth Earl. Sorry, Sue. There you go. I've acknowledged you, Sue. I am talking to you. I'm not ignoring you. There we go. Right, so where are we? We've got 5 minutes to go. We've now got 170 people actively live in the stream. Okay, going to repeat something that we said before to those people who aren't fully ready to go. Okay, so what you'll see in the link below is 3 links. There's a link to Facebook, which is our Facebook page, which is currently streaming this right now. We've also got a link to our website, which is www.quizzer.tv, and that will send you automatically to YouTube, to our YouTube channel where we're currently broadcasting this as well. And then finally, we've got twitch.tv, where you can actually go onto Quizzer UK TV or search for us as the channel on there, and that will bring you onto this stream as well. Twitch, by the way, for those of you who don't know, it's a gaming platform mainly used for people who play games and show themselves playing games. Some of you might think of that sad, but trust me, it's a very popular stream. But we're in the just chatting section, so if people do want to join us there, they can do as well. So, reminding you how to play the quiz. So the link below all that is a tiny URL. That web address will take you to the wikiquiz.org website. And what you can then do is fill in your name, any name you like, but keep it clean. We've got children on the stream, and provide your email address and register. What will then happen is you'll get an email come automatically to your inbox. Please do check your spam folders in case it does go in there as well. In that, it will then ask you to click a link that will bring you back to the wikiquiz.org website. And from that there, you'll then be ready to go. Now, for those of you who are in and ready to go, it'll say, welcome to the quiz, quizzer.tv, and it's got a little countdown on. It'll probably show about 4 minutes or so and when we're actually going to be ready to go. At 8 o'clock, what I'm then going to do as we start is I'm actually going to ask you all to refresh your pages, okay? If you don't know how to do that, go and find someone who can, because technical aspects of that can't be explained to everybody. Refresh the page on your tablet, your iPhone, whatever device you're using. That will then provide you, or then show you all 50 answer boxes to the questions that we're going to ask you. And as we go through each of the questions one by one, that's how you're going to fill them in. What we will do, we will ask the questions twice, okay? And we will then allow you 60 seconds to think of your answer and write it in the text box, okay? You don't need to do anything more than just write it in the text box, okay? You don't have to click any other buttons at all, okay? And we'll move on to the next one. And we'll go through them one by one. What will then happen after that 60 seconds, we will then have John, who's our quiz master in the background, he will lock the answer, which means you can't then go back and change your answer. And if you left it blank because you didn't think of it and you want to come back to it, it's tough. Now, why have we done that? We've done that so that we can actually make sure or minimise the amount of cheating that's going on. Okay, so that is how it's going to work. And another reminder as well for you, the best way to play this quiz is probably to go on YouTube and watch it as it is right now, or Facebook or Twitch, and then have a second device that allows you to use the answer sheet, okay? It's not probably going to be suitable for you to try and do both and multitask unless you know how to, okay? Okay? The answer sheet as well, each of the text boxes will have a one-word clue that gives you an idea as to what it is, just to remind you of the questions that you've been asked. So that's something else that we factored in there for you for those who just can't quite remember. So, but do remember there is a limited time window to how long you've got to answer that question, okay? So we're almost ready to start. So time for a quick wee. Go and get your drinks ready. We've got a couple. How long have we got left, guys? Just give me an idea on the timer. 3 minutes. Okay, so you've got 3 minutes to go and get yourselves ready. And as I say, get your devices sorted. Those of you who haven't yet already registered, please go and do so now. If you've got any technical issues, please do use this time now to ask in the group chat. And Aaron, who's moderating the chat for us tonight, who will be your host, hopefully, if you want to do another one, he'll be far better than me, he can ask it for you. Okay, so you've got 3 minutes, guys. Let's just make sure that we can all take part. How many have we got? We've got 170 people watching the stream. Amazing. Okay. Steve, how do we get it on YouTube? 2 ways, Steve. You can either type in the web address in the middle down here below that says www.quizzer.tv on a web page. That'll take you to YouTube and it'll take you to the link to show you us streaming live on YouTube. Alternatively, if you're using a smart device and you want to find this directly, what you need to search for, and please hear me out, you need to search for the words stag suits. Okay, without going into too much detail, it's actually the web page, the YouTube channel of my company that I run separately when I've got my day job. But like I say, those two methods, you'll find us on that there. And for those of you with a smart telly, cast it to your telly, cast it to a device so you can do things both at once. Let's have a look. Music a bit loud over your voice, can't hear you very well. That's great. Thank you very much for that, Sophia. What I'll do, I'm just going to do that now anyway, is going to go and turn that music down. So I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. Well, 1 minute, okay? I'll be a moment. Please do, you can refresh your screens now, I believe. So the answer sheet you've got for playing tonight, refresh the screen. It is now ready to go. Give us 1 moment. Right, I'm back. Oh my God, you would not believe how hot it is in here. There's about, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 5 lights on, and they're not LED. They're all bulb-based and it's boiling. Right. Okay. Okay. So, we're almost there. So, welcome everybody tonight to the Lockdown Showdown interactive virtual quiz that we've set up for all you guys to give you a bit of a cheer up, get everybody in a good mood and a bit of fun for us all on a Friday night. It's just a quiz, 50 questions. There is no prizes, it's just for fun. So please do have yourselves take part. But of course, we are thinking that if people do want to do this again, and even if people do want to pay to play and win a prize, win a cash prize, then by all means, it's something that we are very keen to get feedback on. So if people do want to tell us if they think they want to play it, and if it's something to be interested in, please do put it in the chat. That would be very, very helpful for us. Before we do start as well, it wouldn't be right of me if I didn't to first of all acknowledge the amazing work that all of the key workers and all of the NHS and health, medical staff, carers, etc., all across the world, the UK and across the world as well, for the great work they're doing. For those of you who took part last night in the clapping that took place, it was really, really good. None of us knew when to stop, but it was an amazing thing. And we too would like to thank them for their hard work, and like I say, well done to them. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so as we just mentioned before I came back, we are now ready to play. So if you've got your answer sheets there, please do refresh the wikiquiz.org page that you're on. If you refresh, you should now see all of the answer text box come up ready for you to fill in. Okay, so Chris, I can't see where the answers are to go. Chris, if you refresh the wikiquiz.org webpage, you should see it. In fact, Chris, just put us a message in there to check that you have got it there. Lou Hall, def up for paid for the quiz. Okay, all right. If we did do that, it'd be a quid, yeah. Pub quiz price, something no different to what you pay in the pub. And of course, we'd obviously put out an amount there that people could then win a decent amount of money. I mean, right now we've got over 207 people watching. So, you know, potentially, if we did do that, there could be quite a sizable cash prize that we could start giving out. We could even give them out first, second and third place, you know, or work something out like that as well. We don't know. We haven't worked that out. We can't work that out unless guys want to play it. Okay. Mitch Connolly, hello. Well done, the three amigos. Thanks very much, Mitch. So, yeah, I've got myself here, presenter tonight, but not next time. Aaron is our moderator on the chat for us, and we've got John, who's actually written the questions for us. And wikiquiz.org, we'd like to thank them as well for their help. Again, wouldn't be the same. We wouldn't have a system in which you could actually interact or answer the questions properly without them. So we do also thank them for their support on it as well. Okay, so how long have we got left to go? Are we almost at the 8? Well, we're on a countdown within a minute, or where are we? I think we're ready to go, are we? Okay, right. So we're not quite having a 10-second countdown. By the way, I can't see all the timer elements, and somebody's gonna have to tell me as well, once the timer's finished, has it disappeared? If it hasn't. Okay, we'll give you 60 seconds. I'm going to turn off the counter for you here now. Please do refresh your wikiquiz.org web pages. Okay. Right, okay, we're ready to go. By the way, I've just had it fed back to me. Somebody's going, I can see all the answers on the web, you can't. What you can see there, guys, is the clues to the questions that we're about to ask you. So, no, you can't see all the answers, fear not. Right, we're ready to go. Guys, are we all ready to go at your end? Okay, fantastic. So, very best of luck to everybody who's playing. Where are we? 214 people online between all the three streams. Let's see how we get on. So, right, part 1. This is a general knowledge round. Okay, so, in the nursery rhyme, Wee Willie Winkie, what is Wee Willie Winkie wearing as he runs through the town? Okay, so this This is a clean quiz. Let's keep it clean on your answers as well, please. So there you go. That's question 1 for you. So let me give you that again. In the nursery rhyme, Wee Willie Winkie, what is Wee Willie Winkie wearing as he runs down through the town? Okay. So we'll just give you a moment there to put your answers in. Paul, nice shirt. Tasteful dragonflies. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be actually auctioning the shirt off at the end. No, I won't. It's mine. You're not having it. Okay. Jane, found you. Hello, Jane. Welcome to this quiz. Welcome. Can we have Monty appearances in the break, please? Monty's my cat, by the way. Yeah, he'll probably come in. I won't ask him to come in, but he'll sit in my seat at some point, or he'll at least make his way in. There we go. Right, so that was question number 1 for you. Let's move on to question number 2. Okay. Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde are the 4 ghosts who appear in which classic video game? Classic, this is an absolute classic. Okay. Those of you who are of a certain age, you'll have a reflex in how you answer this question, I guarantee it. For those of you who are scratching your heads, you're clearly too young, and shame on you for not playing this. But let me give you the question again. So it's Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde are 4 ghosts who appear in which classic video game? Okay, so that was question number 2 for you. As we feed through as well, please give us some feedback about the level of difficulty, about how you think the questions are, you think they're balanced, what have you. Mark, by the way, it's World Theatre Day today, guys. Is it? Didn't even realise that. Oh, World Theatre Day. And isn't that a shame? We can't actually watch any theatre. Although I have found out the National Theatre are putting out a load of shows at the beginning of April on YouTube. So One Man, Two Governors with James Corden. I've seen it live. It's amazing. So that's on the 2nd, I think, at 7:30. I'm plugging something else, but it is a great show. A bit like Fawlty Towers, but everyone would enjoy that. Great comedy. Okay. So, question number 3. Which world famous landmark has its own colour known as international orange? That's a good one, okay? So, which world famous landmark has its own colour known as international orange? That's like when you go to B&Q, innit? When they sell you some ridiculous coloured sapphire blue or battleship grey, stuff like that. Okay, so that was question number 3 for you. Okay, and as we just put, Aaron's quite kindly put in the chat there for us, there is question number 3 for you, to give you an idea as to what the question might be. Neil McCaskill, great idea. Thank you. Thanks for playing, Neil. Oh, I see, is he? Right, okay, so he's talking about doing a charity quiz and giving all the money away. Okay, yeah, yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. We're not doing that. Okay, right, let's move on to question number 4. Sweating as I ask this question, but here we go. Okay, Oh My Knob is an anagram of what object that a priest would regularly hold? Okay. Okay. So, Oh My Knob is an anagram of which object that a priest would regularly hold. So let me spell it. So K-N-O-B. Let me give you that again. Okay. So O-O-H-M-Y, knob, K-N-O-B is an anagram of what object that a priest would regularly hold. Okay. Okay, and just to make you aware, Donald Trump is not the answer to international orange, although a cracking answer that certainly would be. Okay, I'm being fed this, by the way, so there are people out there with a very good sense of humour. So there we go. Jeff, tell Vicky her legs do work. Oh, I see, she's asking you to come get her drinks, is she? Well, there you go, Jeff. Yeah, quite right. You should have them all laid out, ready, or go and buy yourself a super bottle so that you actually don't need to leave where you are. Although, if the waterworks do open for me, I am going to need regular breaks. Okay, so let's move on. Question number 5. And still keeping with the church question, what hymn contains the rather rude sounding line, The Purple-Headed Mountain. Okay? Classic hymn. Mind you, they're all classics technically, aren't they? Unless somebody can name you a really modern hymn, all the ones that you used to sing in school. So yeah, let me give you that question again. Question number 5, this is. What hymn contains the rather rude sounding The Purple-Headed Mountain? Okay, so give us your answer there. All right, so those are the first 5 questions. Okay, that's our general knowledge round. Okay. So to give you an idea of the people that we've got playing, 180 people have got all of those answers correct. Oh, sorry, I've got at least one of those answers correct. Okay, and hopefully as we go through, we'll get an idea of who's starting to break away from the pack. But at least 180 people have got one question right, so there we go. All right, so let's move on to round 2 of part 1. By the way, we're going to have a break at 15 questions. Okay, so what was the specific crime for which Dick Turpin was hanged? Okay, now we're going to give you some options for these. Okay, so what was the specific crime for which Dick Turpin was hanged? Was it A, treason, B, kidnapping, C, murder, D, stealing a horse, or E, tax evasion? Okay, so that's quite a long-winded answer, that one there, or long-winded question. Okay, now you can put either the answer or the letter. This is the great thing about having John mark this for us. It's not automatic, you know, and he will take into account spelling mistakes, and if he understands the gist of what your answer is, you'll get given the question is correct. Okay, so let me give you that question again, a multiple choice. What was the specific crime for which Dick Turpin was hanged? The options are A, treason, B, kidnapping, C, murder, D, stealing a horse, or E, tax evasion. Okay, right. So we're just going to give you a second for that one there, because it can be something you can write out. And fantastic, we've got people interacting between each other in the group chat, even to the extent that people are even putting their own answers in the group chat. That's brilliant. They might not be right though, so there we go. So in case you missed it, we've put it in the quiz in the chat there for you, as what was Dick Turpin hanged for? A, B, C, D, or E? Okay. Okay, and just to give you a reminder as well, from the answer sheet point of view, you don't need to save after every answer. Okay, it does it automatically for you. All you have to do is write your answer in that text box and move down to the next one. There's no hitting any buttons whatsoever. We don't want you to do that. We're only going to ask you to do something like that at the very end of the 50 questions. Okay, it's all automatic. Okay, so next question. If someone had given you a parorbital hematoma, what would they have given you? Okay, not going to lie, I've spent the last part of about 2 hours practicing how I pronounce that. It was probably awful. So let's say it again. If someone had given you a parorbital hematoma, what would they have given you? Okay, now I've not been corrected in my ears, so I'm going to assume I've pronounced it okay. All right, so that was question number 2. All right, welcome Phil. Phil, I can't believe it. You've been sitting in the background, you've not said anything, but welcome. Okay, so in case you missed that question there and my terrible pronunciation, the official way you'd spell it is in the group chat now for you to see and make your answer off. Okay, question number 3. In the children's book, Oi Frog. Is that right? Oi Frog? Is that right? Okay, apparently it's a great book, I'm being told. I'm really sorry, I must have been very miseducated as a child. I don't know of it. There we go, I'm going to get slated for that, I'm sure. So in the children's book, Oi Frog, the frog sits on logs, the cat sits on mats, the lizards sit on wizards, and the owls sit on towels. But what do the pumas sit? Okay. My God, that is a mouthful. Okay, so, let's let's give you that one again. So in the children's book, Oi Frog, the frogs sit on logs, the cats sit on mats, the lizards sit on wizards, and the owls sit on towels. On what do the pumas sit? Okay. Okay, so I am being told off for mispronouncing it. It's periorbital, apparently, on the previous one. Periorbital hematoma. Is that right? Am I saying it correctly now? Periorbital. Okay. Periorbital. There we go. Right, great stuff. And thank you to Jenny for correcting on that. Being somebody who works in the health profession, I'm gonna assume that is correct. Okay. All right. Next question. In Greek mythology, who fell in love with Narcissus? Is that correct? I hope it is. But but was unable to tell him how she felt due to Hera having previously put a curse on her, which meant she was only able to speak the last words spoken to her. Because that's a little bit of a difficult one, that one. Let's give it here again. In Greek mythology, who fell in love with Narcissus but was unable to tell him how she felt due to Hera having previously put a curse on her, which meant she was only able to speak the last words spoken to her? Okay, there we go. Sam, I'm so bad at this, here for the lols. We're all here for the lols, Sam. I'm just glad that you're actually part of it tonight, so thank you for joining us. Matty McGurk, thank you for joining in. Thank you. Have you only just started joining in? Where have you been? Are you not at home with mum and dad on the sofa? And Aaron, where are you? Carl, love this. I can't see. Is that a clap? Thank you, Carl. I didn't know you could actually do emojis. That's really cool. Okay, so for those of you who didn't quite get that question there, it's a bit of a mouthful. I won't read it out again, but it is in the chat for you. Okay. Jill, finally got question 4. Blimey, that was stressful. Haha. Okay. Okay, great. Let's move on. So, the next one. Let's just have a look here. So, just to give you a quick reminder that I'm just being made aware of, if you do take too long to answer the question, it is unfortunately locked. Okay, we are giving you plenty of time, so I'm reading it out once, I'm reading it out twice, and you're getting a good 60 seconds to answer the question. Okay, if you don't get it in that time, it's tough, unfortunately. Why are we doing that? It's so that people don't retrospectively go back and Google all the answers that the ones they don't know the answers to. So hopefully that is working. Okay, right, question number 5 of this round. Let's wrap it up. When released in December 1953, which actress appeared on the front cover of the first ever Playboy magazine? Okay, so when released in December 1953, how long ago was it? Oh my God. Which actress appeared on the front cover of the first ever Playboy magazine? Okay, if there are still kids watching, go and ask your dad what that magazine is. He'll probably be able to tell you, or maybe show you a copy. Not from 1953 though. Probably ask Grandad actually. If you want to see the 1953 edition, go and ask your Grandad. Okay, right, so that was the end of that round. So we're 5 questions away from our first short break. Okay, hopefully we've got plenty of you still engaged in it. I'll hopefully get some numbers put through to me now. Give us some idea how many people are getting answers right, how many people are still participating. We've still got a couple of 100 people watching. Okay, we are getting some feedback that some of the questions are hard. Yeah, some of them will be, but you know, the cliche is they're only as hard as the ones you don't know, aren't they? So, you know, there are some people who'll just know the answer straight away to some of them because they are experienced. And hello to Sylvia, how are you? Welcome, where have you been? So we've got, how many did you say, John? Just give me that again. So 189 people have got at least one question right. Okay, so there we go. You are still in the game, hopefully. All right. We're more interested in the fact you are still playing. Okay, so let's get on to round 3 before we have a short break. So, question number 1. What was the surname of the family in the amazing, and it is amazing, children's TV show Button Moon? Okay, now I'm going to go out on a limb here because I've had half a drink. Okay, Button Moon. Does everyone remember the theme song? We're off to Button Moon. We've followed Mr. Spoon. Button Moon. Button Moon. Button Moon. There we go. There we go. So there's the theme music for you. Okay. There's the answer apparently as well. There we go. I told you I was going to make a mistake. There you go. I'm just dying to sing the theme music for you. Okay. If anybody knows the rest of it, in fact, if you're really, really, really good, if you know the dialogue that's then said after that first bit by the narrator, you will remember it a lot more than me. Okay. Jason, good level this so far. Thanks, Jason. That's great. Thanks for the feedback on that. All right. Sam, which got a big woo. I can half think that maybe Sam's reached that point in her drink status where she's quite happy. Okay. Question number 2. Oliver Reed. I was about to say Olivia. Oliver Reed died during the filming of which film, and some of his scenes were finished using CGI, so computer-generated imagery. Okay. Great film this, one of my favourites. So Oliver Reed died during the filming of which film, actually during the production of it, and some of the scenes were finished using CGI. So can you tell us what film that was? Okay. Claire, and the answer, yes, I know. What are you going to do? Can you say hello? Hi, Steve. Can you say hello to Sarah Lloyd? 8 months pregnant and isolating at home, loving the quiz and doing it on her own iPad. Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you for playing along, Sarah. Doing it on your own iPad suggests that normally you steal somebody else's. Am I right or wrong with that? I don't know. Am I just reading too much into that? Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. So, all right. It's a great thing there. So, Mark Ellis is saying in the chat, I met him once. We're going to assume you mean Oliver Reed and not the Spoon, the Button Mooncast. You know, which one is it? I don't know. So you'll have to be more specific there. Doctor Who sang Button Moon theme tune, Peter Davidson. Are you messing? Is that true? I really hope that's true. That's the kind of knowledge. If anybody knows me, they'll know I'm going to remember that one. That is great. So there we go. To Peter Davidson of Doctor Who fame. He's the blonde-haired one, isn't he? Peter Davidson, is that right? He's the blonde-haired one. Never watched it. You have watched it, you liar. What, Doctor Who or Button Moon? There we go. Okay, so question number 3. On which game show might you hear the terms riding, surfer, ambient drop, and double counter? Okay, good question, that one there. I'm being told by the quizmaster they're all good questions. Of course, he's slightly biased in his opinion there. So, on which game show might you hear the terms riding, surfer, ambient drop, and double counter? Okay, that was question number 3 of round 3. 2 more to go. I'm going to have a short break. Okay, next one. Controversial, this one. Tommy Robinson in Warrington and Nigel Farage in Newcastle upon Tyne were both attacked with what unusual weapon? Okay. Let's have a look here. So give you some moments to tell me. JR Terrier 24. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Lo siento para mi español aprendiendo. There we go, Jose. Are you actually in Spain or South America? I'd love to know if you are. Peter Davidson is the blonde Doctor Who isn't Jodie Whittaker. Oh, right, okay. I was right then. He was the one with the question mark cricket bat jumper, wasn't he? I think he was. Right, coming back to that last question, because it is quite a long-winded one. In fact, if we can have it go in the group chat, that would be perfect. So, question number 4 of round 3. Tommy Robinson in Warrington and Nigel Farage in Newcastle upon Tyne were both attacked with what unusual weapon? Okay. There we go. More people coming in with the facts that they always knew that Peter Davidson sang the Button Moon theme. If you did know, amazing. My only Doctor Who fact that I know is that Torchwood is an anagram of Doctor Who. There we go. Did anybody know that? Am I being shocked by one person in my ear that is being sarcastic, or did he know that? I don't know. Oh, bit of sarcasm. There we go. Right, so there you go. Torchwood is an anagram. And Torchwood was a spin-off show of Doctor Who with, what's his name? The singer. Barrowman, innit? Yeah. Barrowman. I love myself in my autobiography, Barrowman. I'm sad that I've actually read that. I read it on holiday. Took me about an hour to read it. But yeah. James Barrowman. Call him James Barrowman. Is it? Not sure it is. Is he James when he switches between Scottish and American? That's weird, isn't it? Does anybody else find that a bit weird? But there we go. Jack, his head looks shiny. Mate, it's so hot in here. It is really, really hot. I mean, we've literally just bought a thermometer, you know, to check our temperatures for fever and what have you. In the break, which we're going to have in a minute, I'm going to go and get that thermometer and see how hot it is in here. Okay, so let's get to the last question. So before we do, Beth Cox, can you give a shout out to the Cox family, please, Gaza? There we go. Hello to the Cox family here. Jack Parry, cheers, Jeff. There's the Sky Sports reference for you. Okay, last question. Question number 5 of round 3, and then it's a break. A major craze in the 90s saw people staring at autostereograms. Perfect. I'm going. How are they better known as? Okay, there you go. So there are certain people in the chat that I know are going to struggle with that one of a certain age. A major craze in the 90s saw people staring at autostereograms. How are they better known as? Okay. So there we go. So there's the first 15 questions, guys. Gonna have a short break, 2 or 3 minutes tops. Please go. We're going to be back with your answers first and the results of how we're also getting on. So go and have a wee, go and have a poo, go and blow your nose, go and take your temperature, go and get a drink, and we'll see you in 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm going to go and have a little break myself. Right, see you in a minute. so warm. Right guys, I'm back. I'm back. Right, shut this door because the cat's gonna get it. Right. Okay. Just get myself a new drink so I can switch it up in a minute. Oh, how are we all doing? Oh. Spelling mistakes are fine. So people worried about spelling mistakes. Yeah. Okay. Right, so let's get on with it. So how's everyone gone? Okay. Right, so let's go through the answers, but we're not going to go through all of the questions and me reading them out again, just for the sake of time. Okay. Right, so, everybody ready? Let's hope that you are. All right, so, question number 1 of the part 1 of general knowledge. In the nursery rhyme Willy Willy Winky, the answer was his nightgown. That was the answer to that one. Okay, number 2. Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde, the 4 ghosts are from Pac-Man. There we go. The world famous landmark with an international orange as its colour was the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh My Knob is an anagram of the hymn book. The rather rude line from the hymn, The Purple-Headed Mountain, all things bright and beautiful. There we go. Round 2, question number 1. What was the specific crime for Dick Turpin? It was stealing a horse. It was number D. Stealing a horse. It was answer D. Okay, number D. My God. All right. If someone has given you a, here we go, periorbital hematoma, what would be handy is if the person on the other end doesn't say it at the same time I'm trying to say it. Let me try it again. Okay, if someone had given you a periorbital hematoma, is it, okay, black eye. Okay, it's a black eye. Number 3, in the children's book Oi Frog, the puma sat on Satsumas. Okay, Greek mythology, Narcissus fell in love. Who fell in love with Narcissus? It was Echo. Echo. I was going to do that one. Okay, and that's why she's going to say the last words. Okay, you go. When released in 1953 in December, who appeared on the front cover of Playboy magazine? Marilyn Monroe. Round 3 of part 1, the surname, which if you were listening, I actually messed up and sang out loud, it was Spoon. Button Moon was actually followed Mr. Spoon. I actually gave you the answer. There's, follow on, Blanket Sky, Peter Davidson. Okay, Ollie Reed to his mates, and apparently to Mark who'd met him, not Mr. Spoon. That was the film Gladiator, 2001 or 2003. It might have been 3. He died during the production, CGI. Okay, next one. On the game show Rider, Surfer, Ambient Drop and Double Counter, they are all terms used in Tipping Point with the Shep. Great football if you ever watch him on that charity thing as well. Tommy Robinson and Nigel Farage were both attacked using a milkshake. Okay. And it does bring all the boys to the yard, apparently. And then finally, a major craze of the 90s saw people staring at things better known as the magic eye. The books that you just have to go cross-eyed with or what have you. Magic eye. You used to have to put your nose to it and come back to see it if you couldn't do it automatically. So there we go. They are all the answers to part 1 of the first 15. So if we can get... So it's actually, of the people we've got playing, so we've got a couple hundred people playing, but we have actually got 5 leaders right now, okay? So 5 people are actually all jointly coming out with the same answer, okay? So it's all to play for. And they are the Terrible Teds, Amanda McConnell, Crazy Castros, Palomero, and Karen Pearson. There we go. So guys, you have got it all to play for at the top. But that, as I say, is just those people who are currently leading on the same score. There could quite easily be people only 1 point behind them, and we've got quite a number of people playing. Gladiator, you think was 2000, was it? It was definitely early 2000, wasn't it? Okay, Adam, the only ones we've got right so far is the porn one and the film-related question. Probably the ones I'd get right, in fairness, as well. There you go. Great, let's get on with the next part of it. So let's get on to part 2 of tonight's quiz. How are we getting on? Is everyone doing all right, pace-wise? If anyone's bored, that'd be fine. Okay, right, part 2, question number 1. This is a true or false round. True or false, Margaret Thatcher was part of the team that first developed Mr. Whippy ice cream. True or false? Okay, yeah, that's the ice cream, by the way, that you get off the ice cream man. Okay, or if you live around how I am, he comes around every night, come rain, come shine, come any type of weather, he's always here. He's even coming around right now at this time of the year, and he's doing a roaring trade. Okay, might be selling something other than ice cream. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Right, moving on. So let's give you that question again. True or false, Margaret Thatcher, or Maggie to her mates, probably not mates of the miners though, was part of which team who first developed Mr. Whippy ice cream? Okay. All right. So, next one. True or false? David Hasselhoff, or the Hoff, to me and you and the rest of his fans, has sold more records in Germany than the Beatles. True or false? He's massive in Germany. Massive. Okay. So, give you that question again. True or false? True or false? There you go. It's beer kicking in. True or false? David Hasselhoff has sold more records in Germany than the Beatles. Okay. Matt Dallin, my wife is taking this far too seriously. I would probably end up doing that myself, Matt. So fair play to her. She might be with him without a shout. Who knows? Okay. Jill, Steve Superwhip, what a guy. Okay. Question number 3 of the true or false round of part 2. True or false? If you melt dark chocolate and use it as a face mask, will it reduce wrinkles? Oh, right, so yeah, it's a true or false question. I've asked it in such a way it's like, will it? But maybe because I'm asking that to myself. So true or false, if you melt dark chocolate and use it as a face mask, it will reduce wrinkles. True or false? But will it? It will reduce wrinkles. True or false? There we go. That's the question. All right. So question number 4. If we can move on to that one. True or false? Academy Award-winning actor Christopher Walken. I'm not doing the accent before people start asking me to. Spent a lot of time in his youth. No. Training to be a lion tamer. True or false? Best way you can do a Christopher Walken impression is just to say the name of the band, the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. Please welcome to the stage, the Foo Fighters. Christopher Walken. Academy Award winner, spent his youth training to be a lion tamer. True or false? It is a great question, that one. Okay. And then finally, question number 5. Wonder Woman has a twin sister who is black and called Nubia. Is that pronunciation right, guys? Nubia? Okay. Well, oh yeah. Do we know if I'm pronouncing it right? If it's true or false? Who knows? Okay. Right, so let's give you that again. Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot. I don't know how you pronounce it. Some people do actually argue that. Okay. Wonder Woman has a twin sister who is black and called Nubia. True or false? So that's the last question of our true or false part 2 round of 5. Okay, so and for those of you who didn't get those questions there, again, we've popped them in the stream for you so you can review them now to get yourselves in. Dev, impressive Gaz, thumbs up. Thank you, Dev. Thanks for the support. Big shout out to Sheila as well. I've been asked to give out shout out to Sheila. Hello, Sheila. How are you tonight? So give a shout out as well to Liv Rogers. Okay. Hello, Liv. How are you? How is all the family? Are you playing on your own, or are you playing with all the family tonight as well? Please do let us know. But thank you. Hello to you tonight. Okay. Now, Next, right now, the next round is a little bit different, okay? And it's the Family Fortunes round, okay? So for those of you who don't know, Family Fortunes is a quiz show that was on many years ago, presented by many different presenters, and if you watched it in Africa, the top prize was a fridge freezer that they shared between 5 of them in the mid-80s, and they were so made up to win that fridge freezer between 5 people. But there we go. Right, so Family Fortunes, what it does, we ask 100 people 5 questions, and you're going to give us what you believe to be the top answer to each of these next 5. Okay, so to match the data that we've got, I'd like to say that we went out on the streets this week and asked 100 people, but let's be honest, right now, you're going to struggle to find 100 people, and quite rightly so, on the streets to ask these questions too. But in normal times, you would be asking these people on the street. So it's the top answer that you consider people to give for these next 5 things. Okay, so off we go. So, number 1, name something people do when the sun goes down. Okay. Give you that again. So we asked 100 people, name something people do when the sun goes down. All right. Those of you who want to laugh as well, on YouTube there are compilations of the most daftest answers people have ever given to this game show. I think it clips in the American version as well. It's hilarious. Family Feud is what it's called in America. That's right, yeah. So there we go. Question number 2. Name a person who uses a broom. Okay. Name a person who uses a broom. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is. All right. Let's go on to. If you're saying yes, it is. Get some background noise here. So don't worry about it. Okay. Number 3 on the Family Fortunes. Name a reason you might fall over. Okay. So name a reason you might fall over. We asked 100 people. We genuinely asked them. Let's get some ideas of what's happening in the chat here. Shout out to Hanif. Hello Hanif, how are we? Welcome, thank you for joining in. Great to have you here. Okay. Sam, I started this later. Oh well, keeps me busy. Sam, doesn't matter. Tune in next week. Like we've said before, we do want to do another one of these. In fact, we'd like to do a few of them. If people want to do enough of them, let's be honest, you've got the time, we've got the time. Hence why we were also asking before if we can get some sort of community or a followership to it. If there are people out there that want to pay £1 to play it and play for money and win a prize, we're more than happy to do that. Those people can, at the same time, you can equally play as well alongside and just have some fun. It's completely up to you. It's whatever you want it to be. We want to try and make it as inclusive as anything. We might even want to do some themed questions as well, themed rounds rather, theme nights. Beth, in this, what's it? Oh, there we go. So we're giving a shout out to the Rock House Dental Practice Girlies. Hello. Okay. And to Team Hawks as well. Hello. Hello to Team Hawks. So, right, let's crack on. Number 4. So, we asked 100 people to name something you might eat on toast. Okay. So what do you think about that? Name something you might eat. Oh, look, I've emptied that. On toast. Right, okay. I'm being asked to clarify, right, something that you might eat that actually is placed upon toast that you will consume at the same time. I think people get what I mean. Not something you might eat whilst you're eating toast. I don't know why you're asking me to clarify that, but I am, I'm not the boss here, so there you go. I'm clarifying what you would layer on top of the toast and consume at the same time. Is that good enough explanation, guys? Great, okay. Okay, right. Now, and finally, number 5, for name something children love to ride onto. Okay. Okay, name something children love to ride on. Okay, so that's 100 people. Okay. So I'll recap all of those for you really quick just so you can get an idea. So we asked 100 people to name the top answer to these 5 things. Name something people do when the lights go down. Name a person who uses a broom. Name a reason you might fall over. Name something you might eat on toast. And name something children love to ride on. Okay, right. Next round, let's crack on. So, the connection round. So, I'm going to assume now that these next 5 questions that we're going to ask you, yes, they are all, you're going to give an answer to each of them, but they're all connected by one single thing. Okay, so the connections round. All right. So each 5 questions will have their own individual answer, and there'll be a connection between all 5. Now, John has kindly advised us that we actually are going to leave this one open a little bit longer for you, so you've got more time to actually establish what the link is between them. So, very kind of him there. Right. Number 1. What kind of bird can be described as a pavonine? Is that correction? Is that, sorry, perfect? Pronunciation, great stuff. So, what kind of bird can be described as a pavonine? All right. Next one of the connections round. Which celebrity shot to fame appearing on Gogglebox? She's gone on to win I'm a Celebrity and co-host Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. Okay. So, which celebrity shot to fame after appearing on Gogglebox? She's gone on to win I'm a Celebrity and co-host Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. Okay. Number 3 on the connections round. Little Jack Horner stuck his thumb into a pie and pulled out what? Okay. Paul Gowan, hello. Daisy Chain Pets, how are you doing? Hi Paul. Nice for joining us, thank you. Glad to have you here. Okay, next one, number 4 on the connection round. Dijon and English are what type of condiment? Alright, so Dijon and English are what type of condiment? Yeah. Alright, and then number 5 on the connections. What connects the previous 4 answers? Oh, okay, so there's not a 5th. The 5th is the connection. Alright, so what connects the previous 4 answers? So, shall I quickly run through them again? Okay, so question number 1, what kind of bird described as a pavonine? Which celebrity shot to fame on Gogglebox? I'm a Celebrity and Saturday Night Takeaway. Little Jack Horner stuck his thumb into a pie and pulled out what? Dijon and English are what types of condiments, and what links all of those 4 previous answers together? Answers on a postcard, please. Right, just opening my other drink. Give me a moment. Okay. There we go. Now I'm pouring it into a glass. Are there any fans out here, film fans, that can tell me what glass that is? Okay. It's not the actual glass, it's a real life replica of a famous glass from a film. It's not in the questions, but it's my own little thing to ask you tonight. There we go. Cost a fortune, that as well. I didn't buy it, it was a gift. Right, okay, let's move on to the song's lyric round. Okay, we're almost at the end of part 3, so we're going to get ready for another short break and the next 5 questions. Song lyrics round. Now what we're after here, I'm going to give you the lyrics to a song, and all we want you to do is tell us the name of the song. We don't want the artist. We don't need to know who it featured or anything like that. Just the artist. Okay, the main artist. Okay, song lyrics round. Number 1. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Okay, so remember only the song title. Okay. Claire Holland, best round so far. Well, come on then, get into it. Jeff, well done. You have got the answer right to the glass question. It was. And Philly G, yeah, great stuff. Yeah, the glass. It's the Blade Runner. It's Decker's glass, whiskey glass, although I'm not drinking whiskey. So, question number 1 was, at first I was afraid, I was petrified. What was the name of the song title for that one? Number 2. No, I've got to get myself ready for this one. Okay, song lyrics are, Detective Mom said, Daddy, me, snow me, stab someone down the lane, a licky boom boom down. Okay? Alright. So, Detective Mon said, Daddy, me, snow me, stab someone down the lane, a licky boom boom down. Alright. So, what was the name of the song that those lyrics are from? Number 3. Sorry, not the song title. Not the artist. We want the song title. So apologies. We want the song title, right? Not the artist. Okay. I keep thinking of Phoenix Nights when they they have their quiz night, and it's absolutely messed up. A bit like I'm doing right now. Okay. So give us the answer on that one there of the song title, not the artist. Number 3. I've got my first real 6-string. Bought it at the 5 and dime. Okay. All right. Pete, hello. Welcome to the chat. Do us a favour. Don't put your answers in the group chat. There are another 2 other streams that can see what you're saying. In fact, another 192 people can see what you're typing. Just in case you didn't know. Okay. Number 4, the lyrics. Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles. Okay. Didn't have a clue to that one myself. There we go. So, breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles are the lyrics from which song? Okay. I'm being asked to say, Pete, we're giving you a little bit of a nudge. You're getting a warning before we say, mate, pack it in. All right. Question number 5 on the song lyrics. He's full of red wine. Okay. No problem, Pete. We've told you though. All right. Song lyrics round number 5. The lyrics to this song are, and when the rainbow's shining over you, that's when your dreams will all come true. Brilliant. It's very, very moving lyrics, those. Obviously, very poetic. So, that's the end of the song lyrics round. It's also the end of that beer. Okay. All right. No more beers are being told. It's literally one bottle. Well, it's a bottle and half a beer. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to have a short break. So literally 2 minutes, have a short break. Go and get yourselves another drink, get yourselves some snacks. Go and have a loo break, and we'll see you in 2. All right, cheers, guys. Right. There's your break. You've had it. Oh my God. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's really hot in here. Oh my God. Ugh. Ah! I've knocked things. It's fine. Ah. All right. So you guys see me climbing in, by the way. I'm ducking between lights and booms and what have you. Okay, right. So let's just quickly run through the answers to part 2. Okay, the true or false round. Maggie Thatcher was part of the team that first felt Mr. Whippy. It was true. All right, it was when she was a chemist student. True or false? The Hoff or the Beatles have sold more records in Germany. It was, of course, false. The Beatles, of course, sold more, although I thought it was the Hoff. No, it wasn't. It was the Beatles. True or false? If you melt dark chocolate and use it as face mask, will it reduce wrinkles? False. It won't. Don't even try it, okay? For health and safety, do not try it. True or false? Christopher Walken spent his time as a lion tamer in his youth. It was true. There we go. It's true. Wonder Woman's got a twin sister called Nubia. It's true. Okay. Family Fortunes. We asked 100 people to answer the top answer to the next 5 things. Name something people do when the lights go down. So when the sun goes down, turn the lights on. Sorry, there we go. So there we go. Name something people do when the sun goes down, turn the lights on. Name a person who uses a broom. It's a witch, of course it is. Yeah, mother-in-law. Brilliant answer that. Not me. Somebody said it to me here. Don't give me any grief. All right. Name a reason you might fall over. Drunk is the answer. Okay. Name something you might eat on toast. Beans was the top answer. And then finally, name something that children love to ride on. It is a roller coaster. All right. So the connections round. What connects these 4 things? So what kind of birds can be described as a pavonine? It's the peacock. Which celebrity shot to fame on Gogglebox? I'm a Celebrity and Saturday Night Takeaway. Scarlett Moffat. Little Jack Horner stuck his thumb into a pie and pulled out a plum. Dijon and English are types of mustard. And the connection to all of those 4 was Cluedo characters. Peacock, Scarlet, plum and mustard. There we go. That was the connections on those. All right. Song lyrics round. I first was afraid I was petrified. I will survive. Gloria Gaynor, right? Detective Mom said, Daddy me, snow me, stab down the lane and licky boom 'em down. Informer, Adamski. Adamski, wasn't it? Is that the one that featured Seal? Or was that a different one? Oh, that was Adamski, sorry. I always get those 2 mixed up. All right. Number 3. I've got my first real 6-string bought at the 5 and dime. Summer of '69. Bryan Adams, of course it was. Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles was 7 rings. Not a clue. Ariana Grande. Oh, there we go. That's why I didn't know it. And when that rainbow's shining over you, that's when your dreams will all come true. The answer was Reach. All right. Now, leaderboard. Let's see how we're all doing. So, John, give us an answer. So in joint third, we've got 4 teams or people with how many points? 30 out of 35. Okay, then we've got Vicky and Jeff, Jason Hill, Matt Williams, and Pam Baker. So they're in second place, are they? Joint second. They're joint second. And in the lead, we have got few people on 31. We've got the Terrible Teds and Ryan and Michelle. Right, okay, so it's still quite close there at the top. So it's very close. There's loads of people in the 20s. There's loads of things that can happen in this last round, this last part. So great to see we've still got so many people engaged, so many people on the stream as well. Really, really good. And of course, it's still also playful with so many people so close at the top. So great. Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining the stream. All right. So part 3. This is a general knowledge part. So the final part, it's all general knowledge. Okay. Another pronunciation issue for me. Here we go. Okay. Let me just give us a moment. Oh yes, and a quick warning for you. These ones, just to make it a little bit more interesting, we've cranked up the difficulty a bit now. All right. So those of you who are quite close to the top, going to start to. All right, so let's have a go. So, what is the nickname of Ilha de Queimada Grande? An island off the coast of Brazil. It's so named because the island is the only home of the golden lancehead. Okay, so if you know what a golden lancehead is, you might be able to work it out. Okay, so what is the nickname of the Ilha de Queimada Grande, an island off the coast of Brazil? It's so named because the island is the only home of the golden lance head. Okay, so what is the name of that island there? All right. Number 2. Moving on. Which boxer had the nicknames? Here, I'm going to try and do it as it is normally said. Okay. The Dancing Destroyer, the King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto, the Prince of Punch, the Master of Disaster, and the one and only. There we go. How did you like that? Was that any good, guys? Was that as good as you thought I'd rehearse it? He died, sadly, at the age of 43 following an exhibition bout in Las Vegas. Okay. Hashtag never forget, and his corner refused to throw in the towel. There's a clue for you. So let me give you that one again. Which boxer had the nicknames the Dancing Destroyer, the King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto, the Prince of Punch, the Master of Disaster, and the one and only? And he died at age just 43 following an exhibition bout in Las Vegas. Yeah, all right. Number 3. Studies have shown that howler monkeys, which shout the loudest, tend to have what body part smaller than other monkey? I think that's not been read out, written so far. Let me say it again. So studies have shown that the howler monkeys, which shout the loudest, tend to have what body part smaller than the other monkeys? Okay. All right. Number 4. The man who designed the Shard building in London shares his surname with which musical instrument? That's a good one, that. I like that one. So, the man who designed the Shard building in London shares his surname with which musical instrument? All right. And then finally, number 5. For part 3 of the general knowledge, in our final part for this evening's quiz. Appearing on 10 number 1 hit singles since 2008, which DJ has had the most number 1 singles of any Scottish artist? Okay, so really think about that one there. So appearing on 10 number 1 hit singles since 2008, which DJ has had the most number 1 singles of any Scottish artists? Okay. So that was number 5 of part 3. Right. Now, let's go into the next round, the connected answer round. Okay, so this one is basically where we're going to ask you a question, name something, we're going to give you 3 clues, and you have to tell us what connects those 3 things. Okay, so let's give you the first one so you know exactly how we're going to play this one. So, number 1, what connects an England Rugby Union captain, a sitcom starring co-written by Ruth Jones, and a musical instrument played by Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Okay, so what connects an England Rugby Union captain, a sitcom starring and co-written by Ruth Jones, and a musical instrument played by Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Okay. All right. Next one. I'm going to give you a sec actually on that one. Give you a bit more time to think, because yeah, these are a bit more of a thinking one. Okay. All right. I'll just give you I'll get the green light as well for us to move on, because this one you've really got to think about. We're technically giving you 3 things to really think about in one, so only fair that we give you more time to actually give us the answer to them. All right. So how many people we got still? Oh, we still got 187 of you watching on the stream. Fantastic, and hopefully just as many of you playing in the quiz as well. All right. It's a great first time. Yeah, 187 people in total. As we said before, if this is something you feel that you might want to do again, to pass the time, to cure the boredom, we're open to suggestions. We're thinking maybe some guys might, you might want to do a themed one based on a certain TV show or films or sport, what have you. We're open to those suggestions. Do you want to do one where it's a pay quiz where you can pay to play and effectively win a cash prize? Or a combination of the two. Some can just play casually like we are doing now. Those who pay can go into a separate pot where whatever they win in a separate league table, they'll win cash. Give us your ideas. Or if you're thinking, nah, you're all right, not for you, absolutely fine. But any feedback, good or bad, that you can give us to make this even better, really would be appreciated. And I promise personally I won't be offended. Neither will the other two guys either as well, I'm sure. Okay, so question number 2. Can we move on, guys? All right, let's go through these. So question number 2. What connects a place for storing ammunition? The only daughter of Bill and Hillary Clinton, and a building built to house the Great Exhibition of 1851. I like this one. This is my favourite one of all of them. Probably because I would get the answer right. All right. What connects a place for storing ammunition? The only daughter of Bill and Hillary Clinton, and a building built to house the Great Exhibition of 1851. 1851, I'm pretty sure that's in Barnum the Musical. 1851. It is, yeah. It is. Sad. I know. Sorry, I'm digressing. All right. So, give you just a couple of more minutes to think of that. Chris, I'd pay £1. Okay, great. Sounds like something. Okay, fabulous. All right. If anybody's got any ideas, by the way, of any particular types of themes they'd like to see us do, or have we had enough of, or do we need more of any particular type of questions, please do feed it in. We'd very much like to get an idea of what people want. All right, number 3. Oh, and happy anniversary to Dan and Amy. Okay, very happy anniversary. Dan and Amy, is that right? Dan and Amy's wedding. Right. Okay. Oh, the first anniversary. Hello. Thank you for spending it with us. We are honoured. All right. Number 3. What connects the place where Top Loader were dancing in their most successful hit, the ship that Jason and his crew sailed on to find the Golden Fleece, and the largest city in the state of Illinois? Why couldn't I read that properly? It's weird how that's actually spelled. It's because I've had a beer, apparently. That's why I can't see it. All right. So, question number 3 was, what connects the place where Top Loader were dancing in their most successful hit, the ship that Jason and his crew sailed on to find the Golden Fleece, and the largest city in the state of Illinois? Okay. So it's the largest city in the state of Illinois. All right. So give you another minute. Anna, oh, my battery went. Oh, what are you going to do? Never mind, Anna, but join in still. Come on, get interactive, get involved. There's still a few more questions to go. And if we do another one, do what I'm doing and just permanently keep your iPad on charge. How long have we been going? Yeah, so well over an hour and 10. But we're almost at the tail end of this now. Okay, so we've got no more than 15 minutes left, so let's race through these if we can. So number 4, what connects the Spanish word for a party and an Italian island in the Bay of Naples, and something that police might give you if you're in a hurry? Okay. Okay, so what connects the Spanish word for party, an Italian island in the Bay of Naples, and something that police might give you if you're in a hurry? So that was question 4 in the connected answers round. All right. Okay. So next one, can we move on, guys? Last one in this round. What connects the 7th largest planet in our solar system, the name of the galaxy which our solar system is in, and the ship which witnessed a famous mutiny in 1789? Okay, so give you that one again. What connects the seventh largest planet in our solar system, the name of the galaxy in which which our solar system is in, and the ship which witnessed a famous mutiny in 1789? That is your final connected answers. And I do believe we're going to just quickly summarise, give the answers to those, just give our quizmaster a chance to lock the last question and then mark them all as well. So is there anything we got here? Sue, ABBA-themed questions or musicals? Well done tonight, it's fab. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, good thing. I think there's definitely room for some ABBA-themed questions or a ABBA-themed question. I'm not going to lie, I thought that second ABBA film was probably the worst film I've ever watched, with Sharing. That is about 2 hours of my life I'm not getting back. Okay. And happy anniversary to Nick and Joe Thompson. Nick and Joe, happy anniversary. I hope you are having a lovely evening with us here tonight. But happy anniversary. Okay. Let's have a look what we're doing here. Okay. So, might seem hard, I know, playing the quiz, but the more you play, the more you'll get used to it. So if you are interested in doing this more regularly, you guys who are already who are still playing now, 182 of you here live in the chat, are probably as equal amount in the actual answers as well. That's it, you've registered, you know how to do it, you know how to put the stream on. All of those things we ironed out right at the beginning, you've done it. I know all it just needs us to do next time is just put a new quiz out, go live, give you the times to play, and boom, you've got another hour and 15, maybe an hour and a half to kill. So let's have a... So somebody else has said harder questions when we're sober. Okay, so somebody's saying, can we up the difficulty maybe when they've not had a drink? Surely it's more fun doing it the way you're doing it, but they're not always going to be on a Friday. That's something else to bear in mind, because let's be brutally honest, the days are blurring for a lot of us at the moment, aren't they? Don't tell me this week one of you has not woken up and gone, what day is it? Because you don't know what you're doing from some days to the next. So doesn't necessarily have to be on a Friday. We can do another night. We can do something during the day if somebody's prepared to. Bear in mind, I'm not the main host. Aaron will be the main host. Okay, we've got some few other comments coming in. Who said that they've loved it? Let's have a look. Nicola says they've loved it and we should do it more often. Oh, well, that's very good. So, yeah, hopefully we can. And you'll have a better host. There we go. Right, let's move on. Can we go on to the last... Oh, we're going to give the answers now, aren't we, to part 3? Right, we're going to do the last 5 and then we'll do the answers all in one go. All right, so this is the hardest round. So if you've got a drink, put it down. If you're intending to go for a wee, put it down. Put it down? Just hold it in. Okay, all right, let's go. Last 5 questions. All right, number 1. Which Persian ruler defeated the Spartans led by Leonidas at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC? Okay, so which Persian ruler defeated the Spartans led by Leonidas at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC. 480 BC? 480 BC, yeah. Okay, that was question number 1. All right. If you're a fan of the film 300, you'll probably know the answer to that one. Bit of controversy. I didn't like it. Didn't like the film. Bit too... I mean, I'm a massive film buff, but they relied far too much on art than they did do in substance. But there you go. As well as the CGI six-packs, but there we are. Right, question number 2. Chips of the highest denomination available in a casino are colloquially known, say that, by 2-word name, which shares its name with a stage musical. There you go, Sue, there's a musicals question. You go, we've satisfied you there already. So, chips of a highest denomination available in a casino are colloquially known by what 2-word name which shares its name with a stage musical? Okay. All right. So, that was question number 2. Question number 3. Which of Shakespeare's plays has the smallest named cast. One of the cast is a dog named Crab. Okay, that's an interesting question. Thermopy, is that what you use to check your temperature? Mate, I wish I could check my temperature. It's roasted in here. It really is. But Vicky said I couldn't use the thermometer, so we just bought on eBay because I'd have to put it in my mouth first. But we can't just do that in the air. But I think it's about, I'm no expert, it's about 40 degrees in here right now. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Number 3, give you that again. Which of Shakespeare's plays has the smallest named cast? One of the cast is a dog named Crab. Okay? And our penultimate question. Which body was discovered on Mount Everest on the 1st of May 1999, 75 years after he had gone missing, last seen 250 metres from the summit? Sorry, whose body? So let me give you that again. Whose body was discovered on Mount Everest on the 1st of May 1999, 75 years after he had gone missing, last seen only 250 metres from the summit? Okay, that was your penultimate question. All right. And then finally, the last question of the night, the most difficult question of them all. What is my name? If you've been paying attention, you'll know. What is my name? Okay, so that's it. We're all done. So they are your 50 questions for this evening. Hour and 20 with 2 breaks cut inside. That's pretty good going. So pens down, iPads, tablets, phablets, put them down. Don't do anything. Let me just get some final instructions from John on how we actually need to work this out. So John, can you give me an idea what people now need to do next, please? Okay, so weirdly enough, you don't actually have to do anything. If you have finished the quiz and you're happy with the answers you've got from the ones that's still open, you can click finish, the button's at the bottom, but you technically don't have to. It's already been saved at his end there, so you are done. So thank you so much for everybody for taking part tonight. We'll give John, like I say, a couple of minutes just to get the answers up there. Stream-wise, we've got 181 people still online. Wow. Not going to lie, didn't think we'd have that many people still listening to my dulcet tones. So we do thank you very much for your time tonight, especially for the last hour and 20 that you've been part of it. Hope everybody's had a little bit of a fun night. Just to reiterate as well, the reason why we're doing this, we're bored, same as you. Got nothing to do. We ordinarily go with the quiz. We pay our money to play our local quiz. We all can't do that at the moment. So the next best thing is to do this. I've certainly had fun as well. I want to have a massive thank you to Aaron Hayes, who will be hopefully, fingers crossed, your host for next week. Situations being as it was the reason why I didn't have him tonight. Well, certain individuals in the chain got on well, which meant self-isolation meant he couldn't be part of it, but we should have crossed over that number of days that were allowed by next week. But we were very responsible and decided that it was the best thing just to do it this way. But I promise you, Aaron will do a better job than me next week. If we do another one, I'm being presumptuous on the fact that you want to do another one next week. Equally as well, I'd like to thank John for writing the quiz, for moderating the quiz. Done a fantastic job. Aaron's in this ear, John's in that ear, and very, very good as well too. Nice balanced questions there tonight. I think everyone could quite agree. Some were easy, some were hard. I think it was pitched quite well. Wikiquiz.org, we'd like to thank them as well for allowing us to use their system and allowing us to give you the ability to interact with the quiz as well. So yeah, fantastic. Right, let's get on with those answers and get you wrapped up, and you've still got time to get a Netflix film in, I'm sure. Right, it was part 3, wasn't it, we need to mark? Is that right, guys? Yeah. Okay, so part 3, general knowledge. In the first part, the nickname for Ilha de Comida Grande, the island off the coast of Brazil, was Snake Island. Okay, so that was the answer there. If you knew what a golden lancehead was, it's a snake, hence Snake Island. Okay, the nicknames for the Dancing Destroyer, King of Sting, Count of Monte Cristo, Prince of Punch, Master of Disaster, and the one and the only. It was Apollo Creed from Rocky IV. 4, wasn't it? Yeah, Rocky 4. Best one of them all, in my opinion. Yeah, died at the age of 43. Next one. Studies have shown that the howler monkeys, which shout the loudest, tend to have which smallest body part? It was the man's bits. I don't know if kids are still watching. It has gone 9 o'clock. I can say testicles, apparently. There we go. So, there we go. So, we will have accepted the other male body part, I'm being told. Okay, I'm being told to say we would have accepted penis. Here we go. As I drink my drink with nerves that this kid's still watching the stream. Okay, all right. Number 5. Number 4. The Shard Building, the name of the man who designed the Shard Building, shares his surname with a musical instrument, piano. What was his full name? Renzo Piano. There we go. Renzo Piano. Didn't know. Quite often thought about taking my wife up the Shard. Maybe next year when we're allowed to go back to London. Who knows? It is gone 9 o'clock. Okay. Number 5. Appearing on 10 number 1 hit singles. Which DJ since 2008? It was Scottish artist Calvin Harris. There we go. That was that one. Connected answers round. Bit tricky, some of these. But good fun all the same. So what connects the England Rugby Union captain, a sitcom with Ruth Jones, and musical instrument played by Flea, the Red Hot Chili Peppers? It was beers. So you got Will Carling, Stella, and bass guitar. Or bass guitar. It was bass shandy. Is that what you're going for, John, in that one there, I assume? Right, okay, there we go. So Will Carling, Stella, and bass guitar. It's beers is the connection. All right. What connects, number 2? What connects a place for storing ammunition? The only daughter of Bill and Hillary Clinton, a building built to house the Great Exhibition of 1851. The connection was Premier League football teams, which was Arsenal, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace. Okay, great question, that one. Number 3, what connects the place where Top Loader were dancing in their most successful hit? The ship that Jason and the Argonauts found the Golden Fleece, and the largest city in the state of Illinois. It was Best Picture winners, Moonlight, Argo, and Chicago. All right, another great question. They're my favourite, these ones, I think, actually, if I was going to say. What connects these? The Spanish word for party, an Italian island off the in the Bay of Naples, and something the police might give you if you're in a hurry. It's Ford model cars, the Fiesta, the Capri, and the Escort. All right. Finally, what connects the 7th largest planet in the solar system, the name of the galaxy which our solar system is in, and the ship which witnessed the famous mutiny in 1789. Chocolate bars was the link. Mars, Milky Way, and Bounty. Okay. They're all in celebrations. There we go. Yeah, I like the Malteser ones myself, but there we go. All right. I can imagine there's some people at home going, oh, didn't get that one right, but we don't know what the scores are like yet. So let's look at the last 4 questions /5 for mine. Last one. All right. So, we've got some messages coming through off Dawn. Come on. Okay, I'm being asked by Dawn Smith, why am I drinking out of a vase? How dare you, Dawn? This is Decker's whiskey glass from Blade Runner. All right. This is a very expensive glass, this. Film noir. It's a great film. In fact, get that on tonight when you've all finished. Go and watch Blade Runner and then Blade Runner 2049. Great films. Right, hard round to end with. These are the last 4 questions plus the 5th that should seal it all for us. Number 1, which Persian ruler defeated the 300 Spartans led by Leonidas at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC? It was Xerxes. Xerxes the First, in fact. So there we go. There's that one. All right, number 2. Chips on the highest denomination available in a casino are colloquially known by what 2-word name and shares its name with a stage musical? It was High Society. Okay. Number 3. Which of Shakespeare's plays has the smallest named cast, including a dog named Crab? The Two Gentlemen of Verona. I haven't seen that one, actually, or read that one. All right, number 4, the penultimate question in the hard round, 49 of 50. Whose body was discovered on Mount Everest on the 1st of May 1999, 75 years after he'd gone missing, last seen 250 metres from the summit? It was George Mallory. And then finally, the hardest question of them all, what is my name? Okay, apparently I should have seen some of the answers for that. I don't want to know it. I do not want to know what answers were put by some people, but I'm sure people have used their imagination on that one. Okay, give us one moment. Okay, now interestingly enough, of all the questions that we've had tonight, would you believe the hardest question that we had, and there were only 2 people that answered it right, was in the family fortune section, which was name something children love to ride on. There was only two people got roller coaster. Okay, so now we're going to do the top 10. All right, now I wish I had some dramatic music. Maybe next time when I'm the one in charge of the desk, I'll have some dramatic music for Aaron. Okay, so now let's go for it. In 10th place, there were 8 people in joint 10th with 38 points. We're not going to name them all because, with respect, you finished in 10th. But well done. It was 8 different people finished in 10th with 38 points. Then there's 4 people in joint 6th with 40. With what, sorry, John? With 39. We're going to name those people, and they are Luke, Jen Nixon. Well done, Jen, in the Isle of Man. And Jen Nixon got the roller coaster question right, so well done, Jen. Okay. Gerard Mackay and Ian Valente. Well done, guys. Joint 4th with 40. It is Jack Lewis and Mike Lees. Okay. 3rd place with 41. We've got Ryan and Michelle. Did you say something else there as well? Okay, and then we've got joint winners. Okay. 42 points each. We're going to have a tiebreaker in future, John, for this one. Oh, he knows how to do it. Oh, he's already one step ahead of me. Okay, so joint winners are Matt Williams and somebody who's been very vocal in the chat all night. It's Jason Hill. Well done, guys. You are in joint first. Okay. So you are the joint winners of the inaugural quiz that we've ran here tonight. And this is brought to you by Quizzer.tv. So thank you very much for joining. We're going to share the full leaderboard shortly, so we'll get that out so everyone can see exactly how they did. But like we've said, after today, if you guys can like and share our Facebook page, that'd be amazing. If you do as well want to give us some feedback, a review in the comments of Facebook, that would really help us out. Ordinarily, what I would do is ask you to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, but don't do that, because what we're trying to do is set up a separate YouTube channel just dedicated to the quiz. So if you do another one, we'll get you to hopefully like and subscribe to that and click the notification bell so that when we do another quiz, you'll be notified of it straight away without us having to physically tell you. So that'd be great. So once again, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much to everybody who are currently working as key workers, people who are working at the NHS, people who are working in logistics, people who are working to keep this country running and really are helping us all just live as best lives as we possibly can do during these very difficult circumstances. We love you all. We want you to really appreciate what they do, and hopefully we can do this again and have a bit more fun along the way. So it's a thank you once again. Thank you to Aaron, thank you to John, thank you to wikiquiz.org, and thank you to everybody from us here on the Lockdown Showdown. Great name. Give Aaron full credit for the name on that one. On the Quizzer.tv. We will be back next week, hopefully with another quiz, but we'll certainly let everybody know when it is and how it's going to work. But thank you once again, guys. There is no dramatic ending. I'm literally going to skew off screen. Oh, hang on. People want to see Monty, so let's bring him in. Come on.
Is the window shut?
Open the door. Open the door. Bring him in. Just right. Yes, it is. Yes. Right. She's gone to get Monty. Right. Okay. This won't happen next week. No. Although, if you want me to bring him, that's Right, Aaron doesn't want me to bring Monty to the quiz. See, Aaron might be rolling his eyes, but look at the quiz lighting up with the fact that Monty's coming in. Right, here we go. Look, there he is, the Monster Munch. He's got a lot of nicknames, by the way. There he is. Look, Monty Spoons, the Captain of Alaman, General Montgomery. Hang on, you're on me wires. Bollocks. Right, there we go. Thank you very much. Right. Thank you very much. We'll see you all hopefully next week with your regular quiz host, Aaron. Thank you very much again for joining, guys. We'll take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.